Hey, how's it going? So today we're going to be looking at Action 52 on the Sega Genesis. We got 52 action-packed games, or 52 games on the wall. Let's take the first one down and see what's inside. Action 52 consists of 52 not-so-action-packed games. It is, one of those combination cartridges. The idea being, hey, why buy one game when I can get 52 more bang for your buck? But little did we know that the buck is not worth the fuck it's written on. First of the 52 games, we have Bonkers, or as the title screen says, Go Bonkers. Go Bonkers is a brick-breaking game. It is bricktastic, so brickful that it will brick you up for a long time. Anyways, a point of bricktastic, not bricktastic, sorry, going bonkers, is to bonk the bricks until you can see the feral dude in the background. Once you have done so, he says congratulations, on to the next game. Well, that was game 1 of 52. What do you think, Kat? I think she thinks that we have 51 games to go. Next up, we have Dark Side, not to be confused with Dark Side. Although I think I'd much rather join the dark side than play this game. I think it's a sign of things to come. So you go around shooting space turrets in space as a spaceship. I think it's about time to sign off of this one and move to the next game. Game number 3 is Dino Tennis. It starts off with you not knowing which dinosaur you are or what is going on. You would assume that you'd be the purple dinosaur at the bottom of the screen, which reminds you of a certain dinosaur from our imagination. But no, you are the dinosaur at the top. You kind of figure this out, moving around as you lose down 3 points to nothing. Then bam, you hit it back to him, only to realize that yes, this is in fact a 2-player game. At this point, look from the basement for anybody else to play with us. The cats are nowhere to be found, and even if they could play, they would choose not to. Game number 4, we have a game that is oozing machismo. That's right, it's Ooze. Probably the coolest title screen so far that we've encountered. You start off in the land of Ooze and Oz. I think that joke calls for a round of applause as well. So this is the first game that kind of resembles one that you would actually purchase from a store. It feels like a legit video game. It's even got the crazy characters such as Blobby McBlob. But then reality sets in, you realize you're still playing Action 52. The game may be called Ooze, but I think it should have been called Shit. Give it credit with the oozing machismo off the beginning, but instead of oozing machismo, it's shitting my pants instead. Game number 5, we have Starball. Starball is just a fancy name for pinball, but in space. Anyways, on to the next game. Game number 6 is Sidewinder. I wonder why we're still playing this game. Well, this is your typical jet fighter Top Gun wannabe game right here. Fly over top the psychedelic grass and shoot down the enemy planes. And next up, we have Daytona. Whether it's day or night, Daytona mean not to play this one. Drive around in circles till you're tired of this game, and go to the next one. Next is 15 Puzzle. Enough said about that one. On to the next game. Game number 9 is titled Sketch. It is a drawing game. Eventually you try out all the different colors and whatnot and decide upon drawing yourself a blue kitty cat. You're quite proud of your artwork, and rumor has it that your mom might even hang this one on the fridge. Well, they made it to game number 10. Only 42 more games to go. Game number 10 is titled Star Duel. You open it up and find out that it is another 2-player game. On to the next one. Here we have Haunted Hills. Done in our best spooky voice. Haunted Hills consist of the spookiest of hills that just so happen to be haunted. The hills are alive in this one, with the dead things starting off with you. This game really makes it the hill you want to die on. Or an uphill battle, if you would. And now that you made it to the end of the level, you find out that it is a dead end. And you must go back and collect all the little nuggets hanging in the air. Navigate your way down the floating platforms and try to make a point not to fall. Sharpen your skills and move on to the next level. Level 2 of Scary Mounds. It's similar to the first one. Again, you must collect all the little dealy-doos floating around the level. Now, for something a little death-defying. It is Death himself. And that is the end of Haunted Hills. Well, it's time to say goodnight to that frightful level, but this next one seems to be cooking something up. Here, we have Alfredo. Alfredo is the dish or the chef, I'm not quite sure. It doesn't really look like he's making Alfredo, but I guess he's just afraid he'll do a not a good job. So here, you must catch stuff out of the big pot into your smaller pot. The pot thickens as you continue. I feel like I'm starting to lose the pot in this one. On to the next level. Enter in your cheat codes for this one, man. We have Cheetah Man. Cheetah Man is spot on with its gameplay. And by spot on, I mean that I want to stripe it from existence. Much like every game we played so far tonight, it is one hit and you're dead. Man, you might even need to enter some cheat codes to get past this one. I would be lying if I said I was having fun. I tie and I tie and I tiger, but I just can't seem to get past this level. I got a feel line that we're not gonna beat this game. Cheetah Man is really showing its spots on this one. This one started out promising, but I'm starting to feel cheated after playing this level. Game number 14, we have Skirmish. It looks like some type of board game battle war setup. Gotta move your pieces into position. I'm gonna be honest with you, I could not figure this one out, and we gave up rather quickly. On to game number 15. Here, we have Depth Charge. Drop bombs onto submarines. On to the next game. Game number 16 is Mind's Eye. It is a Minesweeper clone that will be sweeping under the rug. On this one, we have Alien Attack. The game looks pretty simple. Just run around shooting aliens that are trying to attack you. The background and the foreground are pretty uninspired. Plain looking game, but that's why we played this one. But now we have a red background with lots of monsters. Wow, this got intense quickly. The aliens are attacking, and this game is really living up to its name. The Alien Attack might actually not be such a bad game after all. Next up, we have Billy Bob. Billy Bob is a western shooter. This game has definitely gone south quickly, though. Move your cursor around and wait for the enemies to pop up and blast them in the face. Game number 19 is Sharks. We're not going to need a bigger boat in this one, because we are boatless. You are in fact swimming underwater, being the bravest and toughest motherfucker to walk this earth. Shooting sharks in the face with your spear gun. On to the next game. Game number 20 is Knockout. It is another 2-player game. So you just dance around the ring until you get tired of dancing, and then you knock yourself out at this one. Well, that's 20 games down out of 52. This is starting to be a bit more of a chore than I thought it was going to be when I started this video. Anyways, I'm not going to let those intrusive thoughts win, because next up we have Intruder. And the first thing you notice in this one is how intrusive the background is, and how it intrudes into your brain. And the blue background of the squares and the squiggly lines really lets the intrusive thoughts win. Not intrude on this game any longer, and move on to the next one. Here we have Echo. Echo is a Simon clone. Simon says, on to the next game. Game number 23, we have Freeway. Freeway is going to find its way to become the best Frogger clone it can be. Move the doggo across the freeway, and... What the fuck just happened? Well, that was Freeway. I'm gonna find a way to forget about that and free my mind of what we just saw. On to the next game. Get away from dogs and moving on to cats. We have a cat and mouse game here. And collect all the cheese and clear the screen. Game number 25, we have Ninja. We're gonna use our best ninjutsu skills and turn this game into Ninja Pizza. Vanish quickly without trace. Now that we have the Ninja Turtle reference out of the way, we now have Salmon. The Salmon skiing experiment. Ski down the hill, avoid the trees, and make your way to the next game. Game number 27, we have Dauntless. I guess it's a dauntless task naming all these games. I would have named this one Anything But. Anyways, on to the next game. Game number 28 is Force 1. I would try to force one joke out of this one, but the game itself is a joke by itself. Game number 29, we have Spidey. My Spidey senses are tingling on this one, telling me we should move on to the next game. We have made it to game number 30. How about them apples? Speaking of apples, aren't you glad we are now playing Apple Seed? My favorite part about this game is when you get hit, you start to seed with anger and stomp the ground. Game number 31, we have Skater. Much like the song Skater Boy, we're going to be saying see ya later boy to this one. Game number 32, we have Sunday Drive. Not Sunday Driver, just Sunday Drive. It is enough to drive you crazy. On to the next game. Game number 33 is Star Evil. It was an evil decision to play this game. Game number 34 is Air Command. All the hot air in this one is commanding me to play a different game. Game number 35 is Shootout. You know, this game had its shot, but I gotta say that I'm out. In game number 36, we have Bombs Away. Somebody told me that this game was the bomb, although I think they had to find a way around that one. Game number 37, we have Speed Boat. And not even Keanu Reeves in Speed could save this one. I guess this boat is sunk. Game number 38, Dead End. This game is, I don't even know what to say about this one. You're just an ant on the grass shooting at other ants, making them dead. You know, the game did say dead ant, and it did not lie. Game number 39 is G Fighter. Gee, I wonder why we're still playing this one. Game number 40, we have Man at Arms. He is a man with arms defending his castle. You shoot the incoming enemies long enough to get bored of it. Then you decide to see what happens when they storm the gate. And this is as exciting as you thought it would be. Game number 41 is Norman. I'm not quite sure why they're calling this game Norman. But one cool thing about this game, though, is when your tank dies, it bleeds. Quite sure why it does that, but that's a video game logic for ya. Game number 42 is Armor Battle. Much like Norman, you are tank driving around. Tanks a lot for the two-player experience in this one. Well, that's 42 out of 52 games on the wall taken care of. Now, we only have 10 more to go. Game number 43, we have Magic Bean. The Magic Bean, and how we're still playing this game. Climb up the beanstalk as the giant above throws everything but the kitchen sink at you. Game number 44 is Apache. Fly your Apache helicopter and try to Apache. I can't even think of any jokes anymore. On to the next game. And game number 45 is Paratrooper. There's no paratrooping in this game though, although you are a troop member preparing to do battle. They should have prepared better for this one. Now, we have Sky Avenger. I'm not sure quite how you avenged the sky, or what it did to run you in the first place. Game number 47 is Sharpshooter. Although he doesn't seem to be too sharp, but he definitely is shooting. But I don't know, this game is getting pretty dull. On to the next one. Game number 48 is Meteor. Just, shoot down meteors. This is the game. I feel like this game could have used a bit more meat in it to make it Tolerable. Tolerable. The meteor joke really didn't work. I guess we'll just have to chew on that one for a while. We're all the way up to game number 49. We're on the home stretch now. Although I feel like they really did put the best of the best, if you call it the best, in the first half of the game. The second half of Action 52 really is lacking the action portion of it. But we got a few more games to go. Let's finish this off. Game number 49 is a black hole. I'd like to send this game into a black hole. Number 50 is titled The Boss. You are a crocodile, looks like, or a Ninja Turtle, not quite sure. Going around, shooting frogs or toads. It very well could be the Battletoads, making a lesser appearance than the other game that they are in. This is the crossover we've all been waiting for. Game number 51, titled First Game. It's Pawn. I feel like this has gone wrong, with Pawn being the 51st game on Action 52. Well, that's 51 out of 52 games. Hopefully, they have saved the best for last. The last one is titled Challenge. Let's challenge ourselves to finish this game. Complete the most difficult level of every game in random order and become an Action 52 Game Master. Let's see, what is game number 1?
Level 9.
Well, that was Action 52 on the Sega Genesis. It gave me 52 reasons to never play this game again. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and have yourself a good one.